Welcome back to Digiburst, guys. We are here with another game of BT12 with some of the new decks. Imperial Digimon on the left, powered by me, and Hunters on the right, the new cross deck of BT12. Doesn't quite play as similarly as the cross decks of BT10, but it's interesting to see all these new decks go into play, especially with Tamer heavy decks. Imperial Digimon starts off, we'll go into a rookie and then just play the Davis Ken. Probably going to shift the Davis Ken out of my deck and just go for the new Davis for BT12 because it is searchable from the new Vmon. And the Davis Ken is really underwhelming to hard play, being that 4 cost. They'll go for the Shoutmon King mode. This will be able to let them play one of their Tamers. They'll go for the Memory Setter, and then they'll just hard play the 3-cost Black Tamer. This is the one that gives them a memory if they put a Digimon underneath the sources, and of course reduces that evolution cost, just like the other Tamers. We'll go for the Power Digimon. They'll go to their 3 with a Memory Setter, and they'll probably push out, and then they can start evoing up into their Aristomon. This is the star of BT12, the cover card. They'll punch and get the draw of the Psychmon. Hit into the rookie and live. They'll go ahead and play the Watchmaker. This has to look at top 3 cards. Grabs a Hunter or a Save. They'll grab that Watch, the Clockmon. The Clockmon will give them a search later on. We'll push out the Vmon, gain that memory with the Davis Ken. I want to start advancing my plays, even though this isn't a good play here. I need to start accelerating, otherwise I'll be in a really bad position. I will go into the Stingmon here for the 2 costs. We don't have the level 4 to XVmon, so we can't make that Pelagimon play, unfortunately. We'll go for the Vmon here because I'm just trying to get that search. They'll unsummon the Aristomon, get that egg hatch, and get that bonus memory off the Black Tamer. Go into the rookie in the nursery. Playing with a very low hand count, but they're getting what they need. Hitting with the Aristomon, this will save underneath one of his Tamers. And hard playing the Clockmon, this will give him his search for top 3 cards. And grabbing one of their saves. And then just hard playing another Shoutmon King to let them play the Red Tamer. Now they have 4 Tamers on board. This turns on the Watchmaker to give something +1 security attacks. So they are actually threatening lethal here if they have the power to do that +1 security attack. But they also have 4 guys coming on board next turn. We'll go into a memory booster. We'll get that XVmon. Now, a little bit misplay here. I didn't recognize that the Clockmon and the Shoutmon were blockers, so I went for the XVmon because I wanted to do the extra damage. This is an important part of why we playtest. I make these mistakes in playtesting because it's part of learning. So definitely the correct move here by the Hunter player is to block, but we are just playtesting, so I take that move back. It's already a misplay going for the XVmon with the jamming and not the XVmon with the +1 security, with the +1 memory when de-evolving. So the better play would have been to go for the DNA one to get that extra memory back, but we're just playing at the playtesting. We'll remove the Shoutmon King mode to get that Black Digimon in the trash so he doesn't have access to it. We'll punch with the Pelagimon, get some draws off its inherits. We'll give him a Takuya, a Taiki, sorry. We'll go ahead and swing again with the Pale. Poe's not too threatened, so he doesn't block it. We'll gain that memory back with the Hammer Spark and then into a Dragon mode. It would have been better to go into the, like I said with the XV earlier, if I had that +1 memory, I wouldn't have had to use a Hammer Spike to set my opponent on exactly 3 memory. So yeah, misplays happen, but it is important to learn from, that's why we playtest. We'll go ahead and push out the Psychmon. They'll get that free draw with the Taikis, and they'll do another one once they clean up their Tamers. Deciding to put the Psychmon under for that extra draw, and then we'll gain that extra memory back with the Yuya. Got plenty of memory to work with at 4, plus the cost reductions through the Tamers. They'll swing with the Clockmon, swing with the Psychmon. Psychmon will save, get their draw off the Undeletion, swing with the shout mode, and now if they can make a Aristomon level 5 or the or something else with Rush, then they've got it here. Go into the black level 4. Let me grab its name for you. It's a Digimon. They can evo up into their Aristomon. Now this one should be suspended. They'll tap their tamers to reduce the evolution cost by 3, or yeah, it should be by 3, because they can only, do they gain memory back, or do they reduce the cost? I'm pretty sure they reduce the cost, so they can only reduce it by 3. They should be on 0 memory, and the Aristomon should be suspended, but they'll put 1, 2, 3 sources underneath the Aristomon. And then that would tuck away the Dragon mode, and then when he swings, he'll get the effect of the inherent effect Shoutmon, which would kill level 4 and of course end the turn switch for game. So yeah, we'll go into game 2. Wrapped up pretty convincingly by the Hunter player. They'll go into the Daemon, save Digicrossing it for 3 costs, so it's only 3 costs. They'll grab the Black Tamer but not the White Tamer, the U, because they can't grab, they play the U, sorry, they can't actually play the Watchmaker through the Daemon effect. We'll go into the names are slipping me. We'll just go into a Rookie there, and then a Davis Ken. Pushing out the Psychmon, they can punch with it. Finding a Wormmon, and my dog's here. Hello Falco. Going into a new level 4 Black. They'll punch with it. Hitting a Dragon mode, they'll get their draws off the Undulations, and they'll go into the Aristomon here. Aristomon, and then they'll just hard play a Tamer. I'll push out my Labramon, that's its name, we'll get that memory back, and then just hit a Dino B out. My hand is just not looking good for me, no level 4s. But hopefully the Dino B can turn into something if it stays on the board. They'll get that memory back with the U's. And they'll go into the Psychmon, only activating one of the U's, but their hand is pretty slim at the moment, so I'm guessing they just need to keep their cards. They'll go into the level 5 Aristomon. This is Aristomon's Superior mode, and they'll tap the Tamers to reduce the cost, putting my Labramon underneath one of my Tamers. And then into the King mode, which will play their Tamer, and they'll swing at the end of turn with, just for 1 hit, without having to suspend, or getting me a blue booster. I'll gain my 2 memory off my Davis Ken. We can go into a Rookie from Digimon. Now I've got some pieces to play with now. I'll pop the booster. We're going to go into the old Imperial Digimon Fighter mode. This is 5 cost. This will put back a level 10 back in hand and dump his stack. Very nice. Hopefully about to make a comeback here. I can swing at his security, unsuspend, and then tap his Shoutmon because he suspends a guy when punching. I'll get this search for a Digimon, and then I can punch over the Shoutmon, and the Dino B inherent effect will trash one of his security. I'm feeling pretty good. I wiped his board from Digimon, but he still has a lot of Tamers and a guy pushing out. So we'll put him on 2 and have a look at top 3. We'll grab that Davis. Of course, my opponent goes to 3 memory with their memory Tamer. I'll push it out, and you'll see what kind of push they can do here. They've got 4 Tamers here. They'll gain back 2 memory off the U's, so 5 memory here, lots to work with. They can go into the Daemon. Let's see what they hit off the reveal. So have a look at top 3, and then they can play a Tamer from the top. They've got a Taiki, now they've got 5 Tamers, 4 with different colors. They can tap the Watchmaker to give it +1 security attack. And then they can evo up into the Aristomon, tapping the Tamers to reduce the cost. This will be by 3, and then put 3 sources underneath it. So they gain back that memory, and they'll keep turn. Now this can punch my security right now for 2 checks, and if it lives, it's probably game over. We'll put the fighter mode underneath one of my tamers, gain back that memory, and they'll swing. This is doing 2 checks at 10k, and then the inherent effect from the Shoutmon will kill my Vmon. Getting some draws as well off the inherent effects. Hitting a Labramon and an XV, and then I'll just play a card and end the turn. The Digimon Superior mode will swing for game through the end of turn effect. Very convincingly picked up by the Hunter player. And of course, some bricking on my side, but that is just how it is. Hunters don't have any patience for that. If you liked it, have a look at my other videos. I've got plenty of the other BT12 already out. Subscribe and I'll see you next time.